welcome back to another book review, guys. Today we're going to be doing a book review on Goosebumps book number 22, which is Ghost Beach. Alright, so I do have a few announcements to make before I get on to this video. I want to make it a little bit quicker since it is a book review. Tomorrow, I'll try to schedule the stream compilation. I'm really trying to dig through all my streams and look for any funny moments I can put them in the compilation. So it is going to take a little bit. Hopefully I can get it done by tonight and schedule it for tomorrow at some time. But if I don't manage to be able to schedule it tomorrow, then I'll have it just uploaded regular tomorrow at a random time or whatever. So that's all I really have to say. After I get the stream comp released, then I'll probably release a poll throughout the weekend and do a few streams and stuff like that, and we'll be back to kind of normal and not any videos of my idea or whatever. As long as your guys' ideas for videos I can actually do. The next video will probably be a Dead by Daylight video. I'm counting on you guys probably voting for that for the next video or whatever. So I'll always remind you guys this in the beginning and the ending of the videos. Make sure you join the Discord and read the description so that you can get the newest link if the old ones expire. And also just read the description so that you can keep yourself up to date with my channel so that you know what is going on all the time. And that's why you also need to check my community posts. So that's all I really have to say. Let's get on to the book review. Alright, so of course I have two copies of the Ghost Beach book, the 2008 reprint copy. So there's that one, the major motion picture, which is the one that I read out of course. But we are going to be using the original copy of Ghost Beach, which I think looks much more scarier. I think the 2008 reprint copy, I think they kind of overdid it with the ghost on there. Not saying it's a bad thing at all. I get it's like major motion. It's supposed to be more vibrant, more colorful, but also having that scary aspect. But I think this original copy definitely looks a lot better in this case. Some of the times the newer copies have looked better, especially in those 2003 reprint copies. I think Tim Jacobus did a really good job in those copies. But enough about the copies. Let's talk about Ghost Beach. Once again, this is another book that I'm trying to get out of the way, a book that I've already read in the past, so that whenever I get finished with a new book, I can release another book review and I don't have to release several book reviews every week and stuff like that. So I'm trying to catch up as much as possible on all the books that I've already read. I'm currently reading Night of the Living Dummy 3, so hopefully we can get that one done by the end of the month maybe. I'm a slow reader, just saying. I read little minutes at a time because I'm usually busy with schoolwork and other stuff, especially this month. I got a lot going on this month, and then in 2 weeks I got a big event coming, so yeah. Let's talk about Ghost Beach here. I'll say this much about Ghost Beach. Now, after watching the episode a few times, I didn't really like the story. I didn't think it was all too scary, although I thought it was pretty sad and kind of a creative story for a Goosebumps book. The kids died several hundreds of years ago out in the cold, and they were looking to survive or whatever, and they were a part of the family line of the kids in the book. So they come back as normal kids. You think they're normal kids, and then you eventually figure out that they're ghosts. You think this guy who's hiding in a cave is the actual ghost, but it turns out he's not, or whatever. I can't remember the exact plot line. I never thought it was scary, but I thought it was actually a pretty interesting and creative plot line. And I think it was just it's a lot better in the episode, because I think the episode is better than the book, honestly, in this case, because the book is one of those ones where it's kind of boring. It drags along for a while, like Let's Get Invisible does or whatever. Now there are a lot of aspects in this book that are very similar to the episode, so I wish it would have more unique aspects and more to offer to make it a little bit scarier. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. Now, I won't say that they dragged it along a while and they repeated everything that they did in the book, or they just had the same repetitive process, you know, or whatever. There were different things that happened throughout the book, so it wasn't like repeating itself or whatever. It just took a long time to get to the good stuff, is what I kind of mean. Now, I guess you can say that's a good suspense build-up. You see all these different clues of scary things about the beach and stuff like that, and then finally they get to the big event. They meet the guy in the cave, and then, you know, they meet the kids outside of the cave, learn that they're ghosts, learn their story behind them, and then stuff like that. They learn that them themselves are actually ghosts because they see their graves in the graveyard with all the Sadlers. It turns out that this whole area is people who died in the same family line. A lot of Sadlers is their last name. And the grandparents act really weird. So basically, the two kids, they go visit their grandparents for the summer for a short amount of time on this beach. It's got like this creepy cave in it. They want to investigate it or whatever and stuff like that. They find like a dead dog beside the beach. They meet these weird kids. Their grandparents are acting unusual because you find out that they knew about this situation, so they're trying to hide it from the kids or whatever. Now, thankfully, it doesn't have the similar character bonding as a lot of other Goosebumps books with a brother-sister relationship. I think they're actually twins, so they're the same age. They don't really fight a lot. It's more of the other people who are acting strange and not like the conflict is happening between the brother and sister. Everybody seems to believe what's going on. It's just you learn that the grandparents were just hiding it from their kids. So, admittedly, it's a little bit boring. I don't think it has a very good suspense build-up because everything just feels not very scary, so it's not really suspenseful up until when you get to the final act of the book. I just wish that the book would have more to offer than what the episode had. That's always a better thing, but I think the episode is just better because thankfully you can watch it in 20 minutes, and it's just a lot more exciting than reading in a 130-page book, and then everything's more spread out. So I wish that it had more to offer. They had a better suspense build-up, so it wasn't this long, boring flat line up until they got to the final event where things actually started getting good. So yeah, I was never a big fan of the plot in the first place, the idea behind the book. I never thought it was scary, like I said. But nonetheless, it's a pretty average book. It's like kind of where like Monster Blood is. So I would say if I had to put this on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be a 6 out of 10. I think it's a little bit above average, but it's nothing like fantastic. Not one of my favorite Goosebumps books. Not one of the worst books either. I'm not going to give it a 4 out of 10 and say that it's below average either. So it's a pretty good book for what it has to offer, and that's all I have to say about Ghost Beach. So yeah, I definitely didn't go spoiler-free on that one. I feel like in a lot of these book reviews, I'm never ready to say what I think about the books because a lot of these books I haven't read in years or whatever. But I think I did a pretty good job on this one, so I'm pretty satisfied. I should not complain at all. But like I said, tomorrow I'll try to get that stream comp out if I can't schedule it. And make sure you join the Discord by reading the description. Try, if the old links don't work and they're expired, because I know that they expire after a while, try the newest video so that you get the newest link possible so it's not expired or whatever. And then I'll try to get a poll out over the weekend so that you guys can decide upon the new video. And I'll also be streaming 2 times this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night, as you know. And I think that's all the announcements I need to say for what's upcoming next week. So whatever you guys decide upon, plus maybe a few book reviews probably. So other than that, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time.